this is?
Hey, I'd like to stay in touch.
No, I don't. All right, bear with me, guys, if you're watching the stream. Trying to get all the streams connected. So if you are seeing this live, I did make it to Charlottesville just a little bit ago. There's a torch rally happening right now. And we're gonna go check it out. Yeah, some of, I don't know if it's some of the organizers of the big alt-right rally tomorrow, but it's definitely along that theme. They're having a torch burning rally at the Jefferson statue here at the university. So I just heard they're planning on lighting their torches in 10 minutes.
Hey, you're Vanguard over here!
All right, looks like should have some viewers on YouTube at this point. At least that's what the software showed me. So I am trying to stream on all 4 of my platforms: YouTube, Periscope, Ustream, and Facebook at the moment. Showing that it's connected, but not exactly sure. Facebook should be live. Yep, Facebook is live. All right, so thanks for joining me on YouTube and Facebook at least. All right, everything appears to be working. I should be multicasting on all 4 channels right now. Put my laptop away. All right. Thanks for bearing with me there. So, if you're just joining me, it's Revolutionary Z here. If you're used to me from Facebook, the No Dapple protests, you might know me as John on Facebook. And I'm here in Charlottesville, just arrived about an hour ago, got in town, and was informed that this action was going on tonight. Some people on the right are having a torch burning rally at the Jefferson Memorial statue. Apparently they did a similar action back on May 13th, I believe. And we heard this was happening around 9 or 9:30. It took us a while to find people gathering, but we finally found a place to park and found people gathering here at the park. More people than I actually thought was going to show up. Sorry if it's a little dark on the screen there. Try to get better lighting for you. What's up, Schuler? What's up, man? You made it out here, huh? I saw you in St. Louis. I was retweeting some of your stuff.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Schuler. Met him in St. Louis and Ferguson. He was covering a lot of actions back then, and still to this day doing a great job. Great pictures. That's why I was retweeting your stuff.
Thank you.
Thanks for being there, because I was kicking myself for not being able to make it happen for the 3rd anniversary of Mike Brown's death. But again, appreciate you getting some coverage.
When you live there, so.
It is easier when you live there. That's why this was a little easier for me, because I'm only 7 hours away.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to like 18 to St. Louis. Thanks, Daniel.
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, you too, man. So that's your Twitter handle, right? Just Daniel Schuler?
Or you can find me just typing that in, or you can do XSchulerX. I've been putting up some videos and stuff. Not a whole lot of industry, mostly stills, but
cool.
Yeah, I should have some stuff up there tonight, hopefully.
All right, man.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That's what I love about taking these streaming trips around the country, you run into people that you haven't seen in a year or two from other actions. Daniel Schuler did some good independent work in St. Louis, still does. And again, the lighting here is terrible. I apologize, but if you hang on with me, it will get better when they attempt or do light the torches. So in the park right here, there's like a grass divot. We're actually at a university. There's a university behind us. This is where all the torch activists are at. We'll see how that plays out. I have seen other anti-torch activists roaming around, so I don't know if they will make their presence once the torches get lit. So I heard 10 minutes to torch lighting probably about 4 minutes ago. So if you guys just bear with us. Again, thank you for joining me on whatever platform you're watching. I should still be multicasting on Facebook, YouTube, Ustream, and Periscope, if everything is going correctly.
Hey everyone, listen up! In 10 minutes we're going to start forming up, so get ready with your torches, make sure they're ready to go. Alright? 10 minutes we're going to start forming up and everything, alright? Let's go!
I think more people have showed up, so he gave another rallying cry for 10 minutes. They're going to group up. I don't know if they're going to march and light their torches at the statue, if they're going to light them and then march the statue. We will find out. And I wasn't expecting to do any streaming tonight, but here I am, completely brain dead, doing what I can. Oh, and by the way, if you're trying to chat with me right now, since I'm streaming on 4 different platforms, the app I'm using does not give me any of the chats, obviously. It's just an app, a third-party app, so I can send it to a restreaming service. But I am looking at my phone right now. Looks like Periscope is live. All right, so I think all 4 are live. You can always tweet at me at revolutionary_Z if you got a question for me. If for some reason the multicast goes down on the platform you're watching, I will try to go up just straight on YouTube and Facebook. Very easy to find those. It's RebZ.tv for YouTube and Facebook /RebZ.tv for my Facebook page.
Listen guys got torches, this is the deal. We're going to be marching with a column of everyone with the torches, 2 by 2 like you're seeing them form up right now, okay? Anyone who does not have a torch is going to be on the outside, okay? So you're going to be basically acting as side guard, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to put everyone that doesn't have a torch already in that position, and then we're going to start taking people out that that act as those side guards and trading out their torches before we step off. So we're walking on the sidewalk. You're walking on the outside of this column. So one side of you guys will be on one side, one will be on the other. So it's going to be 4 wide. Yeah, 4 wide full column. So guys on the outside with no torches, and you guys are going to have your heads on a swivel, and this is the plan, all right? And this is very important to understand. If you see Antifa in a block formation moving towards you, break off from the side that they're on, everyone sprint, and you make a wall, okay, between them and the people that are marching, okay? And the people that are marching are going to keep marching, okay? The other side, the side that's not been hit, the side that does not break or whatever, they're going to go through the torches, okay? And go to the side that you're moving towards, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap around you and I'm going to be breaking people off to run around the back, you understand? And we're going to basically keep leapfrogging and moving down the thing with that wall between us and them that you guys are going to be part of. Okay, if anyone's uncomfortable doing that, that doesn't have a torch right now, we can get you a torch and we can take care of that. There will be no females in that duty, so we're going to get you your own torch, okay? Alright, does anyone have any questions on that?
No light.
Alright, everyone's okay with that. Okay, let's start lining up.
When we get going,
I need 2 volunteers. Does anyone have prior military service?
yeah.
I'm gonna get you and you. Can you guys come here?
Sure, go ahead.
I want you to be the right side leader, and you can be the left side leader. So just take this group right now that have torches, take them on there and just start getting them in line, right? Those are the 2 main things, okay? Yeah, just basically put them down the line here and get a count. It's the important part, okay? And what we'll do is we'll go down through and take care of everything. What's up? Yeah, I know. I talked about it. Yep.
No torches over here. No torches over here. You don't have a torch.
Who you guys with?
No torches. No torches over here. You don't have a torch. Come over here.
We got an extra. We got 2 extra team support.
Where are they? Hey, you guys.
European people.
If you don't have a fucking torch, get up to the front of the line.
Yeah, I'm demonstrating in support of the history of European peoples, which is under attack. They're trying to tear down monuments to people.
If you can look at me here, I'm really sorry for that, but here.
I'm looking at you. Like this?
Fantastic.
Okay. We are doing a demonstration in support of the monuments to European ancestors, which are under attack. The monument to Robert E. Lee has been taken down. They said that they're coming after Thomas Jefferson next, so we're going to demonstrate in support of our ancestors. That's all it is, a demonstration.
But you are using torch. It's a very strong symbol. Isn't it a provocation for the people who come in?
It's a strong symbol, that's why we use it. When people do funeral processions in Europe, they use torches. When the Vikings carried their fallen dead to the ocean to be buried, to be set off to sea, they carry torches. It has a long European history.
And what do you, extra torch. What do you, there's going to be people who are going to be angry at that. You know that because there's a story
We can't
about
help
the
that. That's the issue that we're dealing with, is they want to restrict our First Amendment issues, our First Amendment rights, because they don't like what we have to say. Well, that's not good enough. We're going to demonstrate whether you like it or not.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Kessler.
So before that little interview there, I don't know if you guys could hear on the mic or not, but there was a gentleman giving strategy in case they encounter Antifa, which they will, along the march. He was saying if they see Antifa coming up at them on a block, they have guys on the sides to come up and make a wall in front of the marchers and keep pouring in people to block them. That's their strategy. So again, thanks everyone for joining me here in Charlottesville. Just arrived not long ago if you're just tuning in. Whatever service you are watching on.
Everyone listen up! 2 people are going to be going around and telling you that you're going to act as a security guard for the sides, okay? If you're unable to do it or you do not want to do it, let them know. If you're picked for it and you're going to do it, your torch can be given to that person and we'll put it away or give it up to another person, okay? And then we will have you come up here. I'll give a quick briefing on what's going on, all right? So we're going around right through, and anyone that we pick for security, let us know if we can do it, all right? We're picking big guys, no females.
We got it!
No, I haven't seen him yet. You can be security on the side. Okay, listen, I need a good security guard for him with the camera. You have people get the drone. Okay, can you watch?
Is he trying to provoke something?
No, we're just trying to support.
All right, where's my big guys?
Support ourselves.
Man, we're here for love. But you know you're in a territory where the Klan was important.
We're not the
Like
Klan.
Native people too.
Yeah, the Klan was Democrat. Democrats are the real racists. It's true.
And do you miss that time where the Klan was big?
No,
Yes.
no. You can be pro-white and not hate.
And then lighting a torch is not a way to provoke.
Smile.
Are these guys bothering you?
Y'all want to ask me a question? Do you remember the day after we had the last torchlight rally? You remember what happened? They came and they lit up the night with fire in the same way that we did.
What do you mean?
Do you remember that the last time we came here and we lit up the night with fire? The day after, they came back and they held a bunch of candles. The only difference is a torch is a bigger candle. Do you say anything about them carrying candles?
A torch is a bigger candle? How do you figure?
What do you mean, how do I figure?
There's clearly a difference between a torch and a candle. I mean, it's a bad analogy.
It is the same thing. You're talking about fire. Okay, your complaint is that we've got this image of us carrying fire.
You don't have to shine your light in my camera if you're going to answer my question. All right. Thank you.
The thing is, we don't care what you're going to call us. We're marching through the streets.
I wasn't calling you anything. I was asking him the definition of a candle and a torch. So they're good.
My point is that
they're called tiki torches.
I mean, you said like there's no difference. You said
there's no difference between a candle and a torch.
Yeah, that's what I said.
A torch. You don't think a torch has a connotation in history?
Marching through the streets with torches is better than marching through the streets with candles.
Okay, but you don't think there's any connotation to history marching with torches?
Well, here's the thing: if you limit yourself to only thinking about a certain group of people that held torches, which is probably what you're referring to, then yeah, maybe. But if you open yourself up to the world around you, okay, people carried torches.
So what type of group am I thinking of? You're putting thoughts in my head. What type of group am I thinking of?
I've been hearing people say it, okay?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'm talking about people around here are saying it. They say it resembles a KKK or something, right?
That's
what you're referring to.
I was even thinking of peasants marching up on the castle, man.
I'm saying that's what a lot of people are saying, and so I'm.
It's a sign of anger either way. It's a sign of anger. That's all I'm saying. It has connotation every time people march with torches.
If you're limiting yourself to a certain portion of history.
Tell me a portion of history where marching with torches meant peace.
Yeah, a vigil, a funeral.
They'd never march with torches, bro. They march with candles. When? Give me an example of when they march with torches in the United States.
I'm not talking about the United States.
We're in the United States, though. That's what we're trying to.
Channeling our ancestors. Okay, like this is a movement about us reconnecting with our past, with our ancestors, with our European ancestors, beyond our American identity.
Who are your European ancestors?
What do you mean, who are my European ancestors?
You're talking about who are your European ancestors?
German, English, Irish, and French.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're trying to reconnect with them, how?
By creating a movement where we're taking through the torches, we're reconnecting with them by emulating torchlight funeral processions and vigils. I mean, it doesn't have to be so complicated.
I mean, I think you're kind of just making stuff up as you go here. I appreciate the dialogue, but you're not giving me facts of any kind. You're just kind of saying you're connecting to history, and there's no history that you're... I don't know what history you're talking about.
Okay. Great.
All right, nice talk. I'm pretty sure he just got informed on his stream who I am and then walked away. That's all right. At least we got some information out of him. Apparently, they're trying to reconnect with their white heritage, and at the same time, they're anti-immigrant, which, I mean, he's Italian, German, Dutch. Why not try to connect with Italian, German, Dutch immigrants here that are straight from the old country? That's how you're going to reconnect with your ancestors. But we couldn't get that far. Again, if you're just joining me, thanks for tuning in. It's good to be live again here in Charlottesville. My test has been successful tonight. I'm broadcasting live on all 4 of my channels right now.
I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for you, son!
The fire rises!
If you hear us, pull out. Left side.
Heard somebody yell, "The fire rises." 4chan trolls notoriously said that before they went and shot up a Black Lives Matter protest. It's a racist joke.
Go through the formation, okay? Through the formation, and you will go to the moving side of of the wall. You understand? So the torch march is going to keep moving, and you're going to go to the other side. I'm going to whip behind you and start breaking people off to run to the other side. And we're going to keep going. You understand? Yep. Does everyone understand the concept? Does anyone not understand what's going on? Yes. Does anyone not understand?
Just repeat it again.
Yep. All right, listen. You guys are going to get on either side of this formation, okay? Of these two columns. About you and every 7 to 10 people, okay? What's going to happen is we're going to step off, and you have to have your head on a swivel, and if you hear out left side, or right side, that means Antifa's coming from that side, or counter-protesters coming from that side. And you're going to form a wall between the counter-protesters and the torch marchers. The side that's not activated will then fall through the formation and go to the moving side of the direction of the formation's going. Does everyone understand? Understood. And it's going to be a bounding wall, and I'm going to go behind, and I'm going to be tapping people to run to the other side, and this is going to be a moving wall protecting our people while they keep marching. Does everyone understand? Yes. Okay, if anyone has any issues with this, like, you have to speak up now. All right. Go to the front here. There's 2 leaders. They're going to break you guys off into squads. They're going to need a head count. All right? So go ahead. Start getting to the front of the formation. Let's go. Let's go. Thanks a lot, guys.
You never got back to me after Houston,
hey, man. I know. I need to get with you, bro. Hey, I appreciate your interview, though. It was amazing.
So I saw somebody in the Facebook comments asking how many people for the torch rally. It does appear to be a couple hundred at least. About a couple hundred.
Let's go! Yo, good security, let's go! Start breaking down the line! Hey! Jacob, use your voice, start breaking down the line. One, left. Right, left. Right, left. Right. 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 Left. Right. Left. Right, left, right, left. Keep it going, Seiko. Right, we can do this. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
So I see in my YouTube chat we're having a what is and what isn't an actual Nazi debate. Wonderful. So in case you're watching on Facebook or something, you're wondering, I'm broadcasting on all 4 platforms. The test worked. So as long as there's no rain or something and I can have my laptop on me, I can use a third-party app and stream to Facebook, YouTube, Ustream, and Periscope all at the same time. So I'm on all 4 right now. Whatever you're watching on, thank you. So I can't check all the chat at any time. Right now I'm on the YouTube chat. So if you're on a different platform, you can just type in the URL RebZ.tv. Just like it appears on your screen right now. And that'll take you right to my YouTube live channel. So I'll stay on the YouTube chat here for a while.
Where are my security leaders? The 2 guys that got security leaders, come in quick.
So you guys just bear with us here another couple minutes. They're forming up, about to start marching.
Where's the other guy? Seiko! Seiko, man,
Oh! Finally a name with face. Looks like they're starting to light torches now.
Listen up, everyone! Go ahead and start lighting your torches. We're going to start passing around the flame. Let's go, light your torches!
website. I wrote an article on it. Okay, can you tell me right now?
JCCounselor.net. Go to that website. Read my D-Dare article. I explain it. All the stats, all the figures are there.
So can you give what, in 30 seconds or less, like what is white genocide? For someone who might not know what it is, might not have time to read about it. Because the only example I've been given of white genocide is the Swedelanders in South Africa who actually went and took land from people of color. And so I'm curious if there's an example of white genocide on, you know, land that belongs to your people.
Yeah.
No answer to a pretty solid question from Unicorn Riot. I think his name's Jason Westler, saying all the stats are on his website, but he won't answer a question of what is white genocide. They cannot give a definition of white genocide, just...
Dude, they could have a drone fight.
All y'all scum!
Pussy! Hey, I need security guys on that side, on this side. We got a gap. If you don't have a torch, go on security. Hey, security. Hey, you guys gotta space it out when they pass, all right? Psycho, you got any extra guys? I got a gap. I'm on you right here. Right here. Where do you need me? Just about every fifth man without a torch. Let's go!
Hasten the pace! Hasten the pace! Hasten the pace! Let's go! 2 by 2! These are young men! These are actual men! Keep it tight off! 2 by 2! You absolutely hate yourself. Roll it together.
Jews did 9/11.
Close the gap! Let's go!
You will not replace us! You will not! You will not replace us! You will not replace us! You will not! You will not!
Now. Not. Was about to go stream. Don't worry about it. Motioning toward. So if you missed it before the rally, I was questioning one of the protesters because I heard him say that there's no difference, you know, Antifa came out with candles, there's no difference between candles and torches, and I had to point out to him that there's clearly a difference between torches and candles, which he couldn't accept. And then he said, well, you know, just look at history, man, and he couldn't name one thing in history where people march with as a funeral procession with torches peacefully. I brought up to him that torches always have a connotation of anger. He thought I was jumping at the KKK. Of course, that's one, but there's many. Feudal peasants going after the king. It's an angry gesture.
Replace
take the most proud.
Straight like, fuck y'all. You can understand that.
Why don't you hit the gym, man?
Plenty good, dog.
Yeah, right.
What's up?
That's why you're with your woman tonight, right?
Nice shit, faggot shit.
Oh yeah, it's faggot shit.
Yeah, it's straight faggot shit. Ignorant. Y'all motherfuckers wasn't taught right. That's why you the minority for real.
Do something with your life, then you can talk
Motherfuckers with hatred in their heart like that.
For that,
For no reason.
us.
You is beautiful.
Replace us.
Will not replace us. You will not replace us. You will not replace us. You.
I have to hide my identity because I'm an anarchist, even though the state supports me.
That's awesome. Can you protect the guy? You can't hide. We're gonna give you a chopper ride.
We're gonna put you in a camp. We're gonna put you in a camp.
We're gonna put you in a camp, one person says. We're gonna put you in a camp. But they're all about peace, remember.
Replace us. You will not 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 replace us. You.
Fuck all y'all.
Just leave them alone.
No. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop, because this shit ain't gonna stop. What is it? Racism?
Keep it tight.
We're good back
Keep
here.
it tight.
Rear's good for security. All right, yeah.
Keep it tight.
Yeah.
Very well.
Step on it. Get up there. Get the fuck up there.
Let's go.
Keep it fast. Let's go.
Hit the stairs double time.
Hey, hurry up. If you don't go, you're not moving fast enough. We got a gap up here. I need a man. Need a man.
Hey.
Replace us. Replace us.
Replace us. You will not replace us.
Very good, very good.
Will not replace us. You will not replace us. You will not replace us.
All right, boom.
You will not replace us. You will not replace us. You will not replace us. Security guard on me. You will not replace us. 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 Go home. You will not replace us. You will not. Shut up. You're white. You will not replace us. HIV positive. You will not replace us. You will not replace us. You will not replace us. You will replace us. You will not 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 replace us.
Hey, make a hole, guys. Make a hole for him.
Nice split.
Make a hole.
There he goes. Here he goes, kids. Everybody.
scouting the area.
Sam Hyde was behind him. Replace us. You will not replace us. You will not replace us. We're going to continue following. Replace us. You will not replace us. Kill yourself. Place up. Anti-white! 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 Anti-white!
So this is the Jefferson Memorial that they plan to march to. Apparently a similar action happened May 13th. So nobody at the beginning of the march that we were talking to was able to give us a reason for the torches. They were trying to explain it away to make it seem like it wasn't an angry statement. I mean, just be honest, man. Be like, yeah, we're angry, we got torches. But no, they were twisting it, trying to make it, tie it to some made-up history and his ancestry that they didn't know anything of actually about.
Replace us! You will not replace us! You will not replace us! You will not replace us! Yes, keep on sticking up for the proletariat, you fucking faggot! Stalin would put your ass in a fucking camp! You will not!
You tell your mom I want my $5 back. She was sorry for it.
No mom jokes.
Go back to your parents' basement.
Don't try that with me, bitch.
Again, thanks for joining me. I think all 4 streams should still be going. Thanks for watching on Facebook, YouTube, Ustream, and Periscope tonight. I was able to make it work somehow. Can't promise it'll always work in the future, but it was a good test run. of burned himself, it looks like.
Where's he at?
I don't know what exactly happened. Looks like somebody got something in his eyes.
Torches out! Torches out! Torches out!
Looks like there might have been some pepper spray involved. Seen a couple of the white nationalists. Oh, it appears they got pepper sprayed.
Your hate's not welcome here! Your hate's not welcome here! Go home! Your hate's not welcome here! Go home!
Le Québec libre!
What the fuck does that even mean? We're in Virginia!
Diversity! Viva les Mohawks! Diversity is not genocide! Viva Oka!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
No lives matter! You're white! Cut!
It says Black Lives Matter. You realize that, right?
Your hate's not welcome!
Their comebacks are just spot on. What's that? It's a white country, is that what you said? How do you figure? In your shit? Hey, do you want to explain your racist shit or not? No, see, they say racist, stupid shit like that little fucking kid right there, and they can't explain it. And when they do try to explain it, it's with twisted bullshit history that is not facts. They're making shit up. What's that? What's up, buddy? You motherfuckers, come here, explain some stuff to me. Come here. What? Tell me. What is white genocide? What's the definition of white genocide? Give us some examples of it.
Like a UN definition would be any policies that hinder the birth rate of one group for the advancement of another.
Name one policy that does that.
Welfare.
What does that have to do with the birth rate? There's more white people on welfare than black people.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
Well, what's the point? Because you just brought it up.
Yeah, the point of hindering birth rates is because taxes are so high. When you got people that typically don't like to have many kids unless they can financially support them, because maybe that's their culture, and you pass policies.
But see, you're skipping. No, stop, dude. You skipped over the fact that there's more whites on welfare that do the exact same shit in this country.
Yeah, so what?
So you said that policy makes blacks breed more is what you're getting at, right? Is that what you're getting at?
No.
So explain what you meant by that then.
No, I'm saying birth rates are down because our taxes are too high. And so welfare, what is bullshit about that?
So welfare makes what happen then?
When you tax people more that have a culture of having a sustainable family for people, they don't want to have as many kids. So what do you
What is this culture you're talking about?
What do you think the reason?
What is this culture you're talking about?
What do you think the reason?
Just get out and say it. Just say white people. Just say, because you're implying that white people our white culture can take care of themselves and black culture can't. Is that what you're implying?
No.
Then what is your point?
My point is policies are passed that are hindering the white birth rate. Why is the white birth rate going down?
But see, when you brought up welfare, and I pointed out that there's more white people on welfare than black people, you skipped over it completely. That's what I'm talking. That's what I was. When you came up to me and you said, "What are you talking about?" Every single excuse you guys have given me to defend yourself, I'm asking for definitions.
Yeah,
you
I just
dodged
told
the shit.
you what it was. Tell me what is hindering white birth rate if it's not the policies that our governments are putting forward.
What's hindering white birth rate is the fact that we're a first world nation. When you're more wealthy, you don't have as many kids. Because it's more expensive to put your kids in good schools and all, and that's what culture. What I grew up, and I'm, you know, like we had to go to good schools. White? Why are you asking that? Why would you ask that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're Jewish.
So Jewish people are not white.
Are you Jewish?
No.
Okay, well then.
And if
that's
I was,
why I was wondering. You have a funky shaped nose, dude.
Oh, I've gotten that from Jews before. They mistake me for that.
That's what I mean. So
it's a German nose.
Oh, okay.
So go figure. Go figure that shit, huh?
Yeah, right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So seriously, how is welfare stopping white people from breeding? Because that's what you brought up, and I want you to answer that.
That's what I'm saying.
How?
Because it's the high taxes. People don't want to have as many
that
kids.
doesn't make any sense. See,
what doesn't make sense about that?
Because there's more white people on welfare. What about the white people on welfare that are doing that shit that you're talking about?
Doing what shit?
Living in trailer parks, having a shit ton of fucking kids,
about
milking the fucking system.
I didn't say anything about
I brought it up. I brought it up because I'm saying there's more of them than what you're talking about.
How do you know they're milking the system?
Because I live around a ton of them, man.
You live around a ton of
fucking hicks. Yes, I do.
Racial slur. So I'm glad that.
How is that a racial slur? A white person saying hick is not a racial
Dude,
slur.
Black people say the N-word to themselves all the time, and that is a racial slur. You don't call a black person
No. A white person doesn't call a black person the N-word, but a black person, like you just said, they say to themselves all the time because that's not a racial slur. So a white person called a white person a hick is not a racial slur.
No,
do the math,
man. It's a
man.
racial slur, dude. What do you mean? Just because it's somebody saying it and the other one isn't. That is a racial standard that you're putting on the word now. Now you're saying whoever says it makes it a racial slur or not. No,
yes, context matters, bro. Words matter, but context matters.
It is a racial slur.
Context matters,
like
I'm sorry.
Nazis a racial slur, hicks a racial slur, rednecks
How
a
is
racial
Nazi
slur.
a racial slur?
Do you call a black person a Nazi?
I think that's happened before. They're acting like one.
Oh, okay. You show me where, and I'll be
But see,
happy
just
to
because only white people
that.
hold on, just because only white people are called Nazis.
Pejorative against white people.
No.
Yes.
Just because only white people are called Nazis is because only white people are fucking Nazis.
That's not true.
So you made it.
There are national socialists in India right now. There are national socialists in Japan. You saying national socialism is something inherently white? That's not true. You are a liar, see?
No,
Prove my
dude.
point. You are spreading misinformation. I caught you.
No. You're comparing Indian National Socialism, dude? That's not even comparable. No,
what
it's
do you
not,
mean?
dude.
What's not comparable?
Tell me how it's Nazism.
It's National Socialism.
Because words, again, context.
Yes.
The context of the culture they're in, the part of the world that they grew up in, just because it has the same words doesn't mean that it's enacted the same way Hitler
words
did
means different when your skin color is
No.
different.
I said words matter, but context matters.
So the context of the color of your skin.
No,
so
the context of where they were from.
So when they say when an
culture,
Indian person says I'm a National Socialist, I'm a Nazi, what does that mean to you?
I'd like to hear that.
You don't know what National Socialism is.
You're stretching it. I'm not gonna.
What are you saying? You just said Nazism is a white thing. I said there are National Socialists in India and Japan right now.
And they call themselves Nazis.
And they are Nazis. They're National Socialists.
Well, just like you'll find some black people that voted for Trump. It happens, dude.
He's not a National Socialist, dude.
He represents them pretty much.
How's that?
How's that?
Please tell me.
How you guys all came to fucking bear for him when, like he's the fucking king.
I didn't vote for Trump.
Well, good for you then.
Well, why is that good for me? It's like you're making a value judgment now.
Okay, you're right. Okay, you know what? You're right.
And you're making value judgments about everybody
no,
here.
No.
You just said we're all spreading lies, and I said, but wait, there are National Socialists in other countries. And
10 minutes later, after I fucking destroyed everything you said, dude.
You did not destroy anything I said.
It has been fun talking to you. Seriously,
yeah,
thank you for talking.
No problem.
I appreciate it. That was a little heated, but we were able to talk about some things. Cops have shown up. I did hear some kind of... What announcement did they make, man?
Who?
Did I hear an announcement over the TV?
No.
Oh, sorry. Thanks.
They just don't want the people to leave. That's about it.
All right. Thanks, man. Okay, they're calling it an unlawful assembly. People need to disperse. All of a sudden there's a flock of police right here. And I just heard the police are going to push them out.
Are there any medics in this town? Don't photograph them.
So the police let all the torch marchers leave, and then once the torch marchers left, they formed a wall and they're getting out their billy clubs. So they let all the torch marchers leave, and now they're forming a line to, I heard them push people out of the park. Hey, how you doing? It's been a while.
Yeah, that's been. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
20, 30 minutes late. This is how we protect those. Y'all got the picture stuff ready. You about the motherfuckers that got hit with the torch and shit. Where y'all was at then? Are you done then? Where y'all was at then? There we go.
Charlottesville police are now moving against the anti-racist protest.
So again, the police let all the torch marchers exit, then they formed a wall, brought out their billy clubs, and are now marching on medics and a couple of dozen counter-protesters.
Allowed to assault people and leave freely, and now the police are moving against the anti-racist protesters who have remained.
So again, thanks for joining me tonight. Glad I could make it. Just got in about an hour before we got here.
You can see over here on the ground some of the by a bunch of white supremacist groups, mostly only men were allowed to carry by police pepper spray.
It's being forced out. I don't think she has anything to do with anything happening here.
And so again, the police are pushing us out. A group of white supremacists marched here.
So literally, it's press, all press, being pushed out by the cops now after the torch marchers were allowed to leave. Cops formed a line and are pushing the remnants of the press out.
Okay. Pretty much the only people here are press.
Unless you want me to walk. Oh yeah, it's basically just journalists left here.
I did see them jabbing at a couple of journalists that were trying to make their way over, just not fast enough for the cops.
Did sort of jump into the melee when the Nazis were assaulting the counter-protesters.
So it's a shame I didn't get to see the melee, but I'm going to talk to Chris from Unicorn right here in a minute. And we'll get the gist of what happened. I think he was right in the heart of it. From what I was overhearing him say, the white supremacists were the initiators. I did see some of them with some pepper spray in their eyes, the torch lighters at least. What happened?
Man, they surrounded a group of demonstrators over by
Who's they? The torch, the white supremacists?
White supremacists surrounded a group of anti-fascist, anti-supremacist demonstrators and completely surrounded them when their torches were lit. I'm talking to John Cville right now. He's a great person to follow. Basically, they jumped the crowd. They were outnumbered probably 10 or 20 to 1, and lots of fights, lots of beatings.
The Antifa was outnumbered, you're saying?
Yeah, but they weren't in black bloc. I wouldn't even call it Antifa. I'd call it
just
civil rights
counter-protesters.
Counter-protesters. So that's the situation right now. It looks like things are starting to calm down. The police response was incredibly slow, to the point of almost being suspiciously slow. Never seen anything like that. I'm a little bit in shock.
Thanks for the update, Wes. Yeah, because I was up on the stairs still. I wasn't in the heart of it there.
Yeah, that was something else, man.
Like, this would have been really bad. Thank you so much. Seriously. I mean that. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't know what we're going to do now.
Go again.
I think we're probably going to
Hey.
go.
It was like
crazy shit.
I'm done. What do you think?
Okay, I don't mind taking down
I'll put you on camera and ask you how you feel about this living here.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you anything that's non-journalistic.
Okay, that's fine. So we got local journalism.
Hey, Paul Spencer.
So Jake Wesley Anderson on Facebook, he was also streaming. He's getting some good shots too. Informed me that there was a small group, not even Antifa, they weren't all blacked up, just counter-protesters. Trying to, I heard some chants of Black Lives Matter, and I think that's when the melee started. Apparently the small group got jumped, heavily outnumbered. I did see some of the counter-protesters getting treatment. I also saw at least 4 of the torch guys with what appeared to be like some kind of pepper spray or something in their eyes that they were dealing with. So the police left the line there. Pretty much just press, medics, and legal observers hanging around at this point. All right, so if you just joined me recently, again, thanks for tuning in tonight. I tried to make it easy. One of my goals for a long time has been to stream on all the different platforms I've had to create over the years, just at one time, just get them all out. Because I've realized, you guys, a lot of you stick to one platform. Facebook people don't like Twitter and Periscope and vice versa. YouTube's a whole other different animal altogether. So I figured out a concoction to get all 4, Ustream, YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook all up live at the same time. It's a little bit more of a bulky rig to do, but apparently it works. I was able to make it work tonight. So on whatever platform you're watching tonight, thank you. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you like the new Revolutionary Z page so you'll see when I go live.
And then as soon as they hear shit, then they start coming up.
Yeah, like
chanting
said, it's
here.
gonna hurt, but
And then like, you know, how
I
many
think you gotta do a good job, right?
That's fine, I just stood up. That's always
What are they saying there? I got it. I'll see you around. Come on, homie.
Also, if you guys are watching on the Facebook page, not just like, but there's a little option next to it where you can make the post when I go live pop up to the top of your feed as opposed to just default. That way you'll make sure to see me live because I'm here in Charlottesville. I'll be here tomorrow. I think things start around 10 in the morning. The supposed rally, if it goes on, is supposed to happen at noon. So at the very latest, I'll be live at noon, but most likely earlier than that. Hopefully I can get some good sleep tonight. I haven't slept in almost 38 hours now. And whatever platform you want to find my other links, really easy. Whatever platform you're watching on, if you look in the About section, I believe I put all the links to the other channels in those sections, so you can find them there. You can find my donation link as well. Any help you guys can give me for this venture would be much appreciated. I always rely 100% on crowdfunding from you guys. I have for the last 5 years. That's why I don't get any commercial payment for my videos. Another reason why I like YouTube, because I can non-monetize it. I don't have any commercials on my YouTube channel. Ustream has a lot of commercials. Facebook's about to start having commercials, folks. I'm just letting you know they've already started, but they're going to start doing the same thing YouTube does and getting people to monetize it. So there's going to be ads all over these Facebook Live videos now. All right, police are moving people out. There's nobody left but medics and everyone. Thanks everyone for watching here in Charlottesville. I'm going to go down for now. If I need to go back up tonight, you know where to find me now, hopefully. Follow me on Twitter as well, at revolutionary_Z. And I will keep you updated. Tune in tomorrow. And as long as it doesn't rain, I'll be able to do the multi-stream on all 4 channels. Or if I have technical issues, or if it rains, I'll go down to probably just 2 channels. I can just use 2 separate phones. And I'll definitely be on Facebook and YouTube as default. Otherwise, I'm going to try to be on all 4, Periscope and Ustream as well tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for bearing with me tonight. No technical difficulties, surprisingly, on this test run of the multi-stream. All right. That. And so from Charlottesville, this is Revolutionary Z, John Ziegler. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.